We should also announce
Hey, happy Mother Loving Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Teas. I'm T.
I'm Twiz.
And I'm Tenacious.
We're so tired. Did you say your name's T?
I said Twiz, and then I was like, go.
So it's so early, guys. We're trying our best. Hopefully you are awake and trying your best as well, because it's going to be a beautiful day. Because why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
I think it's going to be rainy, though, so bring your raincoat.
Yeah.
The rain can be beautiful.
Rain can be beautiful. Yeah, go dance in the rain today. Don't get
cathartic.
sick.
Yeah, rain. It's cathartic. Rain's supposed to wash away all like your negativity and your woes.
Yeah. Your perception colors your reality.
Ooh.
Snap.
Man, Tenacious coming with the steps. Yeah. We have a jam-packed show for you today. It's going to be fantabulous. That's a word. Yeah. All right, so let's kick it off with the first holiday of the day, which is yesterday, Monday, and it was Bam Bam Mean Girls Day. If you've ever seen Mean Girls, I feel like you're a better person for it. It's a great movie.
It's true. He asked me what date it was, and I said, it's October 3rd.
Is it?
No, today's the 4th. That was That's why it's Mean Girls Day.
Oh, yesterday was okay. Yes, in Mean Girls, one of the characters asked a boy that she really, really likes what date it was, and he told her, and then
it's the other way around.
What?
Didn't he ask her?
Oh yeah, he asked her like what day it was, and he told her, and then it was all...
that date was October 3rd.
Yeah, so that's Mean Girls Day. Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
Mm-hmm. I hope you watch Mean Girls.
Oh yeah, you should watch that. Great movie.
Tuesday, the 4th, is Vodka Day.
Vodka.
That is, it's an interesting alcohol. I actually have some facts about vodka.
Let's do it.
Vodka is originated from the word voda, which means water in Russian. Vodka weighs...
Means...
What's that?
Voda means water.
I'm done talking. Sorry.
And but it actually weighs less than water. 1 liter of vodka weighs 50 grams less than 1 liter of water. You believe that?
So it's good to drink vodka. It's better to drink vodka than water. That's what I heard.
Maybe not for your liver, though.
It was invented in 1430 by a monk named Isidore from the Chudov Monastery inside the Moscow Kremlin.
Ooh.
So none of this surprises me, actually.
Yeah. One of my favorite cocktails, the screwdriver, involves orange juice and vodka.
I had a screwdriver once, and then it had me, and I have not drank one since. That was like 15 years ago. Haven't touched it since.
Gin's my go-to alcohol, but if I don't go to gin, I'm a vodka person. So
tequila is my thing. Like that's all I want, just straight tequila all night. I'm not like shooting it, but like a Paloma or something like that. So good.
I don't like tequila. Tequila's amazing. But I do like margaritas.
Yeah, expensive tequila. Don't get bottom shelf tequila. Don't do it to yourself. Or bottom shelf vodka. Again, don't do it to yourself.
Tomorrow is National Do Something Nice Day.
Do it!
Do it. You don't know that one thing that you do that's nice could cause a happy domino effect.
Yeah.
So you never know what people are going through. So just do something nice because it could mean a lot more to somebody else than it does to you. Plus, it'll make you feel better when you do nice things.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Thursday is one of my favorite days. And it's National Noodle Day.
Hey.
I love noodles.
I
love noodles in all shapes and all sizes. Kinds and all sizes. I love noodles. I love noodles with sauce. I love noodles plain. I love noodles with butter. I love noodles.
You love oodles of noodles.
Oodles of noodles. I love noodles. The only noodle that kind of freaks me out is egg noodles because they have a very distinct texture to them, and I'm not a big fan of egg noodles, but they're good in soup.
That's all that matters.
So it's National Noodle Day on Thursday. So get yourself some ramen or some mac and cheese or some Alfredo or some spaghetti or whatever and eat some noodles in lieu of National Noodle Day.
Put it in your face. Friday is Bookshop Day. Yay! We know a bookshop owner. Her name is Erica Salhades.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and she owns Belonging Books.
Belonging Books.
Yes, Belonging Books. And you can check her out at info@belongingbookscapecod.com.
Yes. And stay tuned because we have an open mic night coming up with Belonging Books themselves.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about it. Good morning, David.
What's Saturday, Tenacious?
Saturday is Octopus Day.
Ooh.
Octopus. Not to eat.
No. Although I've had octopus, and it is. I wouldn't say delicious, but no, we should respect the octopus because it's an intelligent being, and it's fascinating and beautiful in its own way.
I'm pretty sure it's an alien. That is my theory on octopi. I think that they are extraterrestrials because they are so intelligent, and yet they're just like mussels. But they're so smart. They have feelings. They've proven to have feelings. They can escape. They can open jars. Like, I'm fairly certain they're an alien, and I love them for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
And one of my favorite monsters, Cthulhu, is himself a giant cosmic octopus.
Who?
Cthulhu.
Don't talk to me like that.
Tenacious, will you explain to T what Cthulhu is?
So back in the 1930s, a monstrous sci-fi monster named Cthulhu was part of fiction, and he it represents like the existential dread that all people feel. The feel that like there might be this great intelligence in the universe, but all it wants to do is eat us. And it's just an interesting kind of existential way of considering a cosmic perspective. Like maybe all there is just the love we feel for ourselves, and perhaps we should perhaps have a healthy fear of what's beyond the stars.
Do you hear that?
We're all gonna die. That's what I heard. Yeah. Lastly, Sunday is International Beer and Pizza Day. I love beer and I love pizza. I don't drink beer anymore because it has a lot of calories in it, but I watch other people drink it worryingly. It makes them uncomfortable. But I like to watch people enjoy pizza.
We did have a beer together after Red Swans.
We did?
The last play I was in. And we had the blueberry beer.
The blueberry beer. Oh my God. So good. Yeah. Yeah. Anywho, beer and pizza day. Pizza. Who doesn't love pizza?
I know. And beer and pizza go hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
And
like peanut butter and shrimp.
False. First of all. I'm gonna shoot that down real fast. But what I was going to say is because of the season, there are a lot of great beers and new flavored beers coming out. Like Cape Cod Beer keeps pushing out new flavors of the season. There are a lot of wonderful beers to pair with your pizza. So make sure on Sunday you celebrate with International Beer and Pizza Day.
Yeah. And buy pizza local and beer local.
Yeah. We have like so many. There's Cape Cod Beer. There's Devil's First Haga Island. That place in Falmouth, that new place.
Yep, that's the one.
And there's many more. Tenacious has listed them plenty of times.
Yeah, sure. Narragansett.
David said pineapple belongs on pizza. Prove me wrong. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, I gotta admit, there are certain pizzas where the sweetness of the pineapple delightfully combat the saltiness of what's on the pizza. It can taste good, but I don't eat ham, so I don't really eat pineapple on pizza anymore.
One of my favorite combos is jalapeno peppers and pineapple. I think that like they're so different taste-wise that I think they complement each other.
I thought I knew you.
On pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I knew you as a person. I thought I understood who you were.
That.
I don't often have that combination with company because it's an unpopular choice. So it's a me pizza. It's a Jamie by himself pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie can have whatever you want.
It's a Jamie pizza.
Jamie pizza.
We have song clues for you.
Song clues. All right. So the first song clue is Regina, Gretchen, and Karen.
That's it. That's all you get for the song clue.
That's it.
And the artist clue is this artist got their start at Second City in Chicago.
That's it. That's all we got for you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Do you want to do some Truthful Tuesday?
Yeah, let's do some Truthful Tuesday. Listen, have fun.
What?
Okay? Yes. Have fun.
What did you just say to me?
It is what? October? We have been through a very long year.
4th.
It's October 4th. We made it this far. So everything that you've done this year, the things that you've accomplished, which I'm sure is a long list if you sit down and really think about it. Give yourself credit. Just have fun, okay? I went out yesterday with a buddy for her birthday, and we had the best time. Jane, it was her birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Jane.
Happy birthday, Jane.
And I've been, moving and working so fast that I just hadn't had fun in a long time. And this was awesome. So have some fun, go out, enjoy the spoils of your hard work. And just remember that along with working hard, enjoying your time is important just as well.
You only live one life.
Yeah, you only live twice. So enjoy this one.
James Bond sound, James Bond song.
You only live twice? Wait, no, I know what you're talking about. Live forever? Live twice? Twice live? I don't know. Adele sang it, and she's great. I love Adele.
I know what you're
Adele.
talking about now. I can picture it in my head.
Yeah.
All you had to say was Adele.
Do love Adele.
Skyfall.
Don't be jealous of my math skills, okay?
Anyways, have fun. That's our Truthful Tuesday.
Have fun.
Oh, Nancy Sinatra sang You Only Sing Twice.
You only live twice. Oh, snap. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is there a relation between her and
Frank?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that like his daughter, Nancy?
I'm sure he had many illegitimate daughters. I love me my Frank Sinatra.
I mean, if I were him. And let's go. Up next, Frank is her dad. Thank you very much, Maxie. I had no idea.
Well, now I have to look up this Nancy lady.
Yeah.
I gotta see if she's anything like her dad. Anyways.
Yeah. Let's hop into some nerd talk.
Oh. All right. Let's do some nerd
talk.
So my first story is a follow-up on the last nerd talk I did about the DART mission. Just to recap, DART stands for Double Asteroid Relocation Test or Redirection Test? Redirection Test. And that essentially involved this space probe that we sent 7 million miles across the solar system to impact onto an asteroid of our choosing, a double asteroid specifically, called Dimorphos, to redirect its course, however slightly. And one thing that I learned is that, and you can actually watch this online, you can see they had their camera on this probe, so you can see the asteroid getting closer and closer and closer until you see the very surface, the rocky surface of the asteroid, and then the video feed goes, just goes red because it was smashed to smithereens. But the camera that they used is called Draco, the Didymos Reconnaissance and Asteroid Camera for Optical Navigation. So that is really cool. You can see footage that they shot from terrestrial telescopes. You can see the moment of impact, the big dust cloud that comes off. But what we don't know as of the time of this recording is if it was indeed successful, if we actually redirected the asteroid, however slightly. So we should know in a week or two. And
we should know in a week or two if we live.
Yes. Well, it's nowhere. It wasn't headed toward us, and the redirection will not make it head toward us. But no, it's an interesting thing because you might think like, well, shouldn't we just blow up an asteroid that could potentially hit the Earth? But why that's a bad idea is that if you destroy an asteroid, it's not like it just disintegrates. It would
Correct.
create it
Maybe
would shatter it, and then all those small asteroids would still hit the Earth because destroying it doesn't change the trajectory. It was still headed toward us, at the speed of like millions of miles an hour. So,
True. But we do have pretty.
So the idea, if we just redirect it away from our planet, then it can just sail on its happy way.
That's true.
Morning, Kate.
We also have some pretty high tech missile defense systems that I'm sure could also work to like baby asteroids.
Yes, yeah. Not all asteroids would be planet-killing asteroids, but they could destroy buildings, hurt people. So there was an asteroid, a meteorite that landed in Russia that actually hurt like thousands of people. Like ear damage and just like.
Because if I want to go, I want to go that way.
Over. Just building, like parts of buildings like fell on people. So it didn't take anyone's life, but there were still substantial injuries. So that should be sobering.
If I'm gonna go unexpectedly, I hope it's by an asteroid.
That's a cool way to die. I'll give it that.
I think that's it. That's my only exception to go premature. It better be by asteroid.
I mean, sure.
For my second news story, to bring it away from outer space and much closer to home, Boston, in fact. Boston bans artificial turf in parks due to toxic forever chemicals.
Repeat that.
So Boston bans artificial turf in parks. So this is like, the turf that they use in, say, like, baseball stadiums. They're being banned from, say, child playgrounds to make sure that they don't poison anyone, essentially. So Boston's mayor, Michelle Wu, has ordered no new official turf to be installed in city parks, making Boston the largest municipality in a small but growing number around the nation to limit the use of a product because it contains dangerous chemicals. So these chemicals are carcinogens that can mutate or even destroy our genetic makeup, creating cancers. And these artificial plastic turfs also create high levels of methane, which is a potent greenhouse gas, and exposes us to microplastics that could create breathing problems in our lungs. So this is a very good thing, and I love that Boston is being very progressive in this area. And that is Nerd Talk.
Does it hurt animals?
That's a very good
because they use a lot of that at like doggy daycares and stuff.
Well, it can't be good for them. I think nothing really beats just natural grass, right?
True. But also natural grass in places where it doesn't belong can be more harmful to the
That's very true.
That's why we get the algae blooms, because people want their glowing green lawns on the Cape, but we don't have. We're a sandbar.
Oh yeah, all the fertilizers that they use and the pesticides. It's bad for the groundwater. It's bad for animals that that just walk across it. It's bad for the insects that get eaten by birds. It just poisons the entire ecosystem, and it's just not a good idea. So we should be better stewards of our environment. And I'm glad that our mayor, Michelle Wu, is taking the reins on that.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, and good morning, Kate, and good morning. Kate says Putin's more dangerous than an asteroid.
She's not wrong.
That's very true. And more local.
Yeah. All right. You want to start with some good news?
Sure.
Sweet. After you, my guy.
Okay.
Is this too close?
No.
Cool.
Nothing's ever too close.
Stop!
Okay, so my good news story is Singapore uses bright colored signs to create a dementia-friendly neighborhood. I think that that's really sweet. In keeping with the Singapore government's initiative to enable aging in place, a dementia-friendly wayfinding solution was devised for Kot Tib Central and Chongpeng City, which were identified as residential estates with aging populations. The project's objective was to create a system that assists seniors and those affected with dementia in navigating around their neighborhood safely and independently. This was achieved by formulating wayfinding strategies that support easy navigation between residential blocks and key amenities around the estates, especially within high traffic zones. So the estate was co-designed in 2019 by community stakeholders, healthcare partners, and design consultants. And 22% of Singapore's population is already over 60. And health authorities worry that there could be as many as 158,000 people with dementia by 2050.
Whoa.
So they're making these elderly and Alzheimer's and dementia-safe neighborhoods so that they can find their way home and that they can age without having to be dependent on someone, that
That's
they can
really
still
cool.
be independent, which is really sweet because they still have that sense of dignity. Even though their brain is fighting against them, at least they can have that. And I think
Yeah.
it's really special. And I think we could learn a little trick or two from Singapore when it comes to this.
Nice.
That's my good news story. Please read more about it. Obviously, I only told you a little blurb, so please read more about it and see all the different things that they're doing to give the elderly and dementia patients more freedom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tenacious, what you got?
My story is about the CIA and Harriet Tubman. You don't normally see those ideas come together, but this is actually really fascinating. A statue of Harriet Tubman was erected in front of the CIA museum. And their thinking was this, that she was an early spy in America. She, of course, was a civil rights activist and an abolitionist, and helped, with the Underground Railroad, help enslaved people to freedom. But she used spy tactics. Like, she would sing these traditional songs and change like the inflection and notes, and that was like a secret code to other, like Black Americans to understand the type of strategies that she was forming. So it's really fascinating stuff. I posted the link. Washington Post did a story on that. And
Stand by.
Standing by.
Okay. So yeah, just to read from that. At first blush, Tubman, a civil rights activist who famously and repeatedly broke the law, might seem an unlikely inspiration for today's foreign intelligence officers, but Beyer, who is the director of the museum, said that there was a lot of overlap between the ethos of the CIA's and Tubman's. Since 2018, the CIA has taken some employees on leadership ethos rides, retracing the path of Tubman's Underground Railroad missions along the Eastern Shore. On these missions, she led enslaved people to safety and freedom, actions that in the intel community would be classified as exfiltration from a denied area. Beyer said the rides highlight Tubman's and CIA's shared traits like dedication, sacrifice, and stewardship. The statue depicts Tubman holding a lantern representing freedom. And this is something that I didn't know, that during the Civil War, when Tubman was in her 40s, she became the first person to plan and lead a U.S. Army expedition. In South Carolina, Tubman went behind enemy lines, dressed as an enslaved person to gather intelligence from enslaved people about the locations of Confederate torpedoes on the Combahee River. With this intel, Union gunboats were able to move up the river undetected and successfully raid Confederate strongholds. On their way back from the river, Union troops freed hundreds of enslaved people, many of whom joined the fight. So I think that's really fascinating that Harriet Tubman is now considered an American spy, an intelligence collector. So go to that link and see the picture. It's like this 9-foot tall statue of Harriet Tubman holding a lantern. It's very majestic, very inspiring. Just an amazing American.
Jeez. Yes, she was. Absolutely. Thanks, Tenacious.
Thank you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So T's good news story.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Okay, so my good news story. So this is from Good News Network, and it was written by Good News Network. If I find a reporter, I'll tell you.
Do they ever have a reporter?
Not that I see. So taking ketamine and looking at smiling faces is a therapy that could help depression. A new clinical study shows. So being given an illicit drug called ketamine, then looking at smiling faces could help in depression, according to a new study. Researchers found that reading happy words and looking at happy faces, including one's own, can prolong ketamine's antidepressant efforts for months. So besides it being an illicit drug, ketamine was approved by the FDA in 1970 for the use of anesthetic to kill pain and was used in treating injured soldiers on the battlefield in Vietnam. So that's great. Doctors began to realize that the drug had powerful effects against depression and suicidal thoughts, called the speedster of antidepressants.
I didn't know that.
Maybe they should work on that because it works within hours. Emergency responders sometimes gives it to agitated people rescued from suicidal attempts. So it's just, it's something new.
Idea.
I didn't either. Like
in the U.S.?
In the U.S., yeah. So a new study developed at the University of Pittsburgh for those suffering with treatment-resistant depression. Just one ketamine injection was followed by automated computer-based training that used positive words and imagery to improve how a person sees themselves. So I thought that was a pretty cool story.
Yeah, how did they get that approved to do for their research study?
It's the American government. They approve all types of things.
Wild. This is
sometimes
wild.
Good, sometimes bad.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Right? So, yeah.
That's wild. I had no idea.
Right?
Like, I'm really mind-boggled right now.
So I thought that was cool. Yeah. All right. So we're going to hop in today's What the What? I'm sorry if you're wearing headphones. So sorry if you're wearing headphones. Okay. So today's What the What is taking ketamine and looking at smiling faces is a therapy that can help in depression. What? Being given an illicit drug called ketamine and then looking at smiling faces could end depression? Researchers found that reading happy words and looking at happy faces, including one's own, could prolong ketamine's antidepressant effects for months. So besides ketamine being an illicit drug, it was approved by the FDA. In 1970, and it's used to, for anesthetic to kill pain, and was used in treating soldiers in Vietnam War. So doctors began to realize that the drug had powerful effects against depression and suicidal thoughts, called the speedster of antidepressants.
Oh, like the Flash.
Yeah, maybe go back to the room on that one.
You should call the Flash when they
put
it into pills and prescribe it to people.
Let me get some of that flash. So there's this new study at the University of Pittsburgh, and they're people who are suffering from treatment-resistant depression. Just one ketamine injection was followed by automated computer-based training that used positive words and imagery to improve how people see themselves. This seems troubling. Are we just giving sad people drugs because...
Well, not just sad people,
treatment-resistant. I'm awake.
Sad people. But do you suppose it helps with what's the term that I can't think of? Self-love and appreciation too? If they're
I
making
guess.
you take ketamine and then look at yourself.
Do you see what things can go wrong?
Yeah.
Well, if people have like a true like chemical imbalance where they just can't find like joy
Absolutely.
within
Yeah.
themselves, then they need some help. They
A little
need,
extra.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, because they're missing certain chemicals to make them
Knocking
feel happy. So
Knocking futs. So that's my what?
It's really interesting.
Right?
Because, yeah, you know, depression is a chemical imbalance. So something in the ketamine is working to fix that imbalance. And I think that's pretty phenomenal.
Do you want to go get some?
No.
Try it out. We can do it.
great way to start the day.
I'm pretty sure either of us won't fit the criteria of this Pittsburgh study, but
Fine. You know, you also didn't want to do like the blood pack thing either. I feel like you just
it.
did you?
On
So let's do a
Friday.
blood pack. Come on, guys, let's do a blood pack. I can't see anything wrong with smearing open cuts between each other. I see nothing wrong. Just blood packed.
Let's do it.
On
Do
that
not do
note,
blood packs.
we
Just
have a few announcements for you.
JK.
Because it is 7:30 and
Oh, yes.
I don't know where today went, but we have a few announcements. We have an open mic night coming up on Thursday, October
27th.
27th. And
It's also a Halloween costume contest. So please come dressed up in your best Halloween costume, and it'll be at Caribbean Lounge in Hyannis.
there will be prizes for the costume contest, and there will be talent.
There will be.
I just slapped you.
It's all right.
There will be talent.
Yeah. If you're interested, the entire event, the talent portion of the event is centered around BIPOC and LGBTQ plus talented folks. So if you fall into that category,
and the underrepresented members of our community.
Right.
So if you feel like you belong in one of those categories,
email info@belongingbookscapecod.com and let us know that you want to perform, and we'd be happy to have you.
and Amplify.
Oh, so Amplify POC Cape Cod, for those of you who don't know, is a social justice nonprofit organization.
I was like, what word are you looking for? I don't know.
Who works to close the racial wealth gap. A large undertaking, but they're willing to try. And yeah, thank you. Yeah. So they're offering fall workshop schedules, fall workshop classes, including how to write a business plan on October 8th, grant writing October 22nd, financial empowerment October 26th, and business 101 November 5th. So make sure you check out the website for pricing. And yeah, those are amazing classes. And we thank Amplify POC Cape Cod for continuing to educate the community and work together.
Amplify POC CapeCod.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then real quick, our song clues are
This
artist got their start at Second City in Chicago. And the song clue is
Regina, Gretchen, and Karen. So if you know who or what that is,
which you should.
Which you should. Already?
Well, kind of. That's not the song title, but yeah.
So Maxie, you're super close.
So close.
Yeah.
Think of the song clue.
Also think of one of the news stories I reported on.
Yes.
And the substance.
Yes. Already, she's so quick.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Got it.
I want Kate to get it because I love Dreamgirls. It's my favorite musical.
But that's not it.
That's not it. No.
Maxie got it. It's Plastics
by Tina Fey.
Yep.
Yay!
Good job. Good job.
She's so good.
I know. I knew they would get it instantly.
Yeah. I feel like
we did a musical today. I hope you appreciated it.
Yeah. Musicals are cool.
That's
it for us. Yeah.
That's our show.
All right, folks. Remember, hurt people, so keep an eye on your pain.
Stay safe, Godspeed, and
ad astra per aspera, through adversity to the stars. Stars.
Have a great week, folks. And remember, go Yankees.
No.